Right, we're here with BringTheNoiseUK.com with the Rotted. How's your day been so far?
All day.
This is it.
Just interviews. Yeah, no bands yet. We've got tomorrow off, so we'll watch bands tomorrow.
So the party starts tomorrow.
Party starts at 9:41 when we come off stage, and then we can watch as many bands as we want, and we can drink as fucking much as we want and relax.
Cool. So, other than like festivals and live gigs, what else have you been up to as a band?
Writing. Started working on album 2, which is like coming pretty well. Videos coming out soon, like just promo video for a song for the album. So there's kind of a lot going on behind the scenes. It's about to start happening. So it kind of might seem like we've been a bit quiet or something, but it's all coming through. So
with album number 2, is there anything you've sort of consciously done differently to the first one?
Yeah. There you go.
Lots. There's a lot of there's material on the first album that we've showcased live, so we've been able to see what works in a live environment, what doesn't. And there were parts there that instrumentally were very interesting, but they haven't necessarily worked so well live. And there were parts that we didn't think were very engaging from a musical standpoint, but they just make people cave each other's heads in. So that's more what we're going for. Second time around is the live environment.
Yeah, we know what to do. We know, like, when we're writing songs, we're conscious of, is this a live song or is this an album song? And if it's an album song, we instantly go into the mode of, hey, we can really fuck around with this. We can put loads of samples on. We can put loads of like weird noises and keys and backwards shit. Or if it's a live song, we go, okay, this needs to be kept so we can play it live. And it's almost instant to us which one's going to be what. This is an album song. This is going to be layered to fuck. This is a live song. This needs to be kept raw.
So you're almost making your set list while making the album.
Yeah, but it's through, like you say, through experience of playing so much that we know what works and what doesn't.
Cool. So talking of the live show, when you guys come to play, what would you like your fans to sort of take away from the experience of seeing you live?
A headache.
A t-shirt.
A headache, a t-shirt, an empty wallet. We view ourselves basically as, if you've had a hard week, if you've put up with shit with your boss and shit from the arseholes that you work with, what you need to do at the end of the week is come and see us. Come and get into an environment where you're going to put some booze down your neck, there's going to be some loud pumping music, it's going to give you that feeling in the base of your spine, you're going to start to move, and you want to get in the pit and get some of that anger out, get some of that movement.
I mean, I said it best earlier, when I was like, you can either go out and start a fight with some arsehole in a kebab shop and end up with a scar on your face, or you can come and see us play live, and you can get all of that shit out of your system and leave with a smile on your face. And that's what we're about, like, just escapism for everybody. It's all together, let's have a fucking good night, you know? It's kind of what we want to achieve.
So, personally, have you guys seen any bands that gave you that sort of motivation?
One of my favourite bands do. Nuclear Assault does that for me. Bands like, well, I don't know, I'm an old fashioned, but there's plenty of bands that do. Anything that's got a pumping, driving beat to it, it's when it hits you in the spine. It's not so much. I'm not such a big fan of cerebral music. I do like some clever music, like Opeth and stuff like that. But I like it when something really makes your pelvis move, and you can't stay still. We went to what was that gig we went to? When we had all the G&Ts and we were grabbing people, just pogoing up and down. Bad Manners, right? This isn't even a metal band, but it's one of our favourite bands. Go to see Bad Manners. You cannot stand still when you watch Bad Manners. It's too energetic, it's too hectic, it's too bouncy, and it hits you right there, so you have to move. There's no ignoring it. And that's, obviously, we're not going to sound like Bad Manners on the next record.
Like, we watched Maiden last year, we played in Wacken, and Maiden played. And we watched Maiden, and it's like, you got goosebumps when you're watching, like, Maiden. You're like, I've got fucking goosebumps. It's like watching Lord of the Rings or something. You're like total immersion into it, and you go away and you go, that was good, that was fucking fun. I remember that, and that's what we like, you know.
Any bands you particularly want to see over this weekend?
I wish I'd come here last night. On the way here, I was like, what time of Carcassonne they played last night, Tom? Ah, cool. I did want to see Entomb, but we were standing around doing interviews, Candlemass as well. Our mate's band are playing. Soulsick are playing in about an hour. They're an awesome band. It's the guitarist that used to be in Biomechanical. They were a very sort of strapping young lad, esque, and it's him and a brilliant singer called Vicky. She used to be an R&B singer. She could do just amazing scales. She's got a great voice. They're on in about an hour, and then tomorrow there's our mates band back from Norwich, where we drove from today. They're called The Agonist. It's Matt that used to play in Garroted, which was a previous incarnation of the band we're doing now. And that's very technical. Again, if you're a fan of Strapping Young Lad, you'll like that sort of stuff.
I just want to see Anathema tomorrow, really. I really like Anathema. It's just like, harks back to when I first got into music, and like when I was first part of the London scene, and people used to travel down from up north and play Doom, and you're like, oh wow, some Northerners come to play Doom, you know, like wicked. And I really want to see them. I mean, I'll watch a bit of Cradle tonight. What else is on tomorrow? I'll probably watch a bit of Europe just for the fucking novelty value.
Everyone's going to watch Europe for one song.
Terrassis for the escapism and the fucking rah-rah, let's play some fucking music.
Me and my girlfriend Big Sue's are going to be watching Europe for the final countdown, probably dancing and probably have a few illegal songs.
Last. If they play it early on, everyone's just going to leave.
Tomorrow's our day off. Tomorrow is nothing but booze and fucking act like tits and watch bands that we like.
What I heard is that when it was the millennium, like the countdown for the actual millennium, Europe were booked. It was somewhere in Sweden or Paris, I think, and they played at 10 to midnight. They played the final countdown, and then at midnight they played the final countdown, and at 10 minutes after midnight, so nobody was disappointed, they played the final countdown. So, well, yeah, obviously they're not going to do that again, but I'm going to treat it like that. Me and Suze will be jumping up and down.
So, final question: if where companies have mission statements, if you were to have one as a band, what would that be?
Listen to heavy metal, enjoy yourself, don't obey anyone's fucking rules. So like people.
Non-serviam, right? Without being too clever and Latin and philosophical, it just means I will not serve. I'm not here to do what you tell me. I'm here to do what I will work out for myself. Non-serviam.